There's some other unseen short-term costs, and then there are the longer-term costs. We have also not been told the truth by the Pentagon and by the U.S. military, frankly, about the extent of the damage. I mean, I talked to people in the Middle East. The extent of the damage to U.S. bases, facilities, embassies across the region, we have no sense of the price tag, the amount of devastation, how long some of those facilities are going to be offline. We've also spent down an extraordinary amount of U.S. munitions that we brought from places like Asia, leaving South Korea more vulnerable, to try to defend all of these facilities and our allies. And what have we learned? Shahzad Iranian drones that you can make in your garage have hit our bases, have hit our Gulf Arab allies. An aircraft carrier cannot stop a speedboat from closing the Strait of Hormuz. And so it undermines the entire concept that America is a security guarantor, both in terms of our predictability and reliability and our not doing something as stupid as launching a regime change war against Iran, but also just in terms of our capacity and our understanding of where war is moving after Ukraine and Iran. Then I think there are going to be massive geopolitical shifts here. First of all, the Iranian regime, because of the war and the assassination of Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader, who, nobody is shedding a tear for, but it's actually more hardline now. Iran is now run by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps that has demonstrated that they can control the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of the world's fossil fuel energy flows. That is a huge deal. The Gulf Arab allies have played along with a concept in which we provide their security and they provide the energy, and that's kind of how the whole global economy works. Well, now their dependence on America has put them at risk. They were attacked because they are American allies, and we could not defend them. And that is going to lead them, I think, to start hedging against the United States and looking towards China. And then if you look around the world more broadly, to include our Asian allies and to include potentially even our European allies, who looks like a more stable and predictable actor right now? The Chinese Communist Party, that maybe you don't like the terms of the deal, maybe you think they're bullies, but the terms never change. Or the United States, where you have a president who's been imposing tariffs, launching wars, shaking you down for essentially tribute payments like he's done to the Gulf. America is not the stable bet. We are kind of the rogue nation in the world. And so I think what you're going to see in the long run, it puts at risk the dollar as the world's reserve currency. The dollar, I think most Americans don't realize what allows us to sustain our standards of living, which already feel like they're at risk because of rising prices, is the fact that we can take on so much debt because the whole world transacts through the dollar. Well, and that includes oil trades, importantly. You're already seeing some nations begin to move away from that. And if that is the case, then that is truly the end of not just kind of American hegemony, but America's capacity to sustain its fiscal situation. So there's a lot happening right now.